Welcome back. It's a disaster for Paige and her mum Linda. They thought they were getting a brand new home, but it was deemed so unsafe it had to be demolished.
It's just been a nightmare.
Imagine building the home of your dreams only to see it turn to dust.
It's very surreal. Like, you would never believe that this would happen to somebody, and it's happened to us.
Linda Hartman is Paige Nkotra's mum.
We're going to come in and have a look at your block of land that was a house.
24-year-old Paige was left with severe brain damage as a toddler after a hospital mistake, and 4 years ago was awarded $5.5 million compensation from Queensland Health. Part of that money was spent on a custom-built home to meet her every need, but within 12 months of moving in, the house was riddled with mould.
I don't think I've ever seen a mess quite like this.
What was supposed to be a premium build costing $770,000 was torn to the ground. Even the concrete slab had to go.
I'm quite relieved because now I don't have to deal with the builder, because dealing with the builder, it was just horrific.
The builder was PJ Burns. Its director, Rick Burns, tried to avoid the spotlight when we last confronted him.
How do you feel about the state of that house?
I've got problems there, yes, and I'm going to fix them.
In early March, the Queensland Building and Construction Commission found PJ Burns had failed to rectify structural defects and decided the demolition and rebuilding of the dwelling was reasonable and necessary, identifying the cause of the mould as rising damp through the slab due to faulty installation of the damp-proof membrane. The regulator approved a claim of $200,000 under the Queensland Home Warranty Scheme, less than a third of the actual build cost. The trustee of Paige's money, Perpetual, was overseeing the initial build and has now launched legal proceedings against PJ Burns, as well as finding a new builder.
The builder has to be held accountable for what he's done to us, and I don't want this to happen to anybody else.
And that's where Linda Hartman says the regulator is failing badly. She believes PJ Burns' work was so bad it should be listed as Tier 1 defective work, leading to an automatic 3-year ban.
How can they say it's not? And I've been waiting for a response and it's just never coming. It's like the QBCC are protecting the builder.
The regulator issued PJ Burns with 10 demerit points over Paige's house and another 12 for this property belonging to Damien McDonald, which was built around the same time.
As a first responder, I would say that I've had more trauma from this experience with the QBCC than I've ever had with the ambulance service.
He too has a mould issue so severe he has moved out, claiming his slab also has rising damp problems. Mr McDonald says the regulator has done nothing to assist him find a way forward in protracted legal battles with the builder. PJ Burns would not comment as the court proceedings are ongoing.
We actually expected the regulator to be fair and reasonable and just make those tough calls. We haven't seen that at all. It's been a complete bias to the other side, and we're left on our own.
Queensland opposition leader David Crisafulli says the regulator is plagued with issues affecting both homeowners and builders, and the buck has to stop with the minister responsible, Mick de Brenni.
The only common theme amongst all of it is a minister who is losing control of his department and a building regulator that has stopped regulating and stopped caring.
These people affect so many people's lives. They ruin people's lives.
Linda Hartman has tried to take her battle direct to the minister, even visiting Mick de Brenni's office with Paige and her carer, but he refuses to meet them.
What do you think it says about the minister that he won't even see you?
Oh, it's disgraceful.
Minister Mick de Brenni said in a statement,
Queensland's independent building regulator has been in regular contact with Ms Hartman. I understand officers have worked to keep her regularly updated and informed during her case.
Come and have a look at the property. See what's happened. See what you're putting all these homeowners through. I'm not the only person.